shake that feeling that I'm going to forget something. Hello, welcome to week 50 of training a miler for the Dragon's Back Race 2025, which I'll have you know starts on Monday. And right now it is Wednesday, the 27th, yeah, 27th of August, so 4 or 5 days before the race. It's 6:49, so this time next week I will be hopefully through days 1 and 2 and well into day 3, probably. Yeah, let's be positive, man. So how does it feel? I cannot shake that feeling that I'm going to forget something really obvious, because I've been thinking about all the detail and other things. You can sometimes forget the really important thing, like your vest. I mean your running vest, not a string vest. Other than that, I'm fully packed, I think, and I'm going to do one more unpack and repack, because I've got to lose half a kg from the overnight bag. So I'm going to be really ruthless and just look at everything. I mean, even I was taking some tick removal machine, and I realised I still had it in its little aluminium case. So, I mean, mad. Just ditch the aluminium case. All you need is a tick removal machine. So that saved about, I don't know, 40 grams. It all adds up. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Unpack, repack, get it under 15, and then hopefully we're good to go. This is, I wasn't going to run this week, but this is, I can't sit around doing nothing. This is a 4 mile, no more. And you know what? It's ridiculous. I just feel so good. I feel like I could run a really decent mile at the moment. I mean, if I don't wear myself out a little bit, my first mile out of Conwy will be something like 6:55 at this rate. I'm clocking along here chatting to you 8:09s. And that would never have happened 3 weeks ago. So yeah, taper. It's how I want it to feel. It's as good as I want it to feel. Just got to stay feeling like this until Monday 6 a.m. Now, last bit of rabbiting. Everybody, I bet you, is keeping an eye on the weather, and it looks pretty certain it's not going to be a heat wave this year. That's odds on. It's really coming down to just how windy is it going to be on day 1 when we go across those exposed parts of Trevan and Cribgoch, of course. Now, the latest mountain weather for late afternoon on Monday is 30-mile-an-hour gusts, but good visibility. So I'll take the visibility. Let's calm those gusts down a little bit though. Get them lower than 20 mile an hour and we're all good. I think it's going to be wet though. It's going to be wet. I think it's going to be wet in camp. It's going to be a damp, soggy week. Hey, no surprises. It's Wales. Anyway, enough rabbiting. Otherwise, I could talk behind legs off a donkey about Dragon's Back in a moment. I'm becoming a Dragon's Back bore for the whole family. They'll be so glad when it's all over. So glad. Well, except Isabel, because she's actually doing it as well, of course. And Trina's up there volunteering. Jenny will be pleased when it's all over and we can talk about normal stuff. Right, signing off for now. I will do another run this week, I think. Probably just 2 runs, maybe another one on Friday after I got my bag all nailed. So, speak to you later. Right, here we go. Thursday before the race. This is the very last in out for the overnight bag, which is still coming in at 15.4 kgs. So before we make the decisions, let's see what everything's contributing. Camp clothes 1.52 kgs. The week's run kit 1.85 kgs. Sleeping bag and sleeping bag liner 0.75 kgs. Camp shoes 0.4 kgs. That's quite a lot. Okay. Put them on the doubtful. Cold weather kit 0.8 kgs. Stuff to eat with 0.22 kgs. Now this one is vitamins, charging cables, charging banks, and just stuff to have around kit like earplugs and whatnots. 0.5 kg. Okay, that's going in the doubtful with the shoes for now. That's a spare bit of kinesiology tape in there. That's coming in at 120 grams. Do I need a spare? That goes in doubtful as well. Oh! Sleeping bag liner. Okay, in my sleeping bag I said it was the liner as well, but I think it was just my sleeping bag. The liner itself, it's not that heavy. Just check that. Oh, 0.3 of a kg. However, if it's really hot, I'll sleep in just that. If it's really cold, I'll probably be glad to have that. Anyway, doubtful for now. Doubtful for now. Okay, this next one is my sleeping mat, the Lilo. 0.45 kgs. However, I don't think I've got any opportunity to change that now, and it is very comfortable, so that's not doubtful. That's staying over here, that's going in. Wipes. Do I need that many wipes? Probably not, doubtful. A towel to wipe myself down with. I mean, I need something, that's got to go in, isn't it? The little laminate of what to do when you get to camp. I mean, it weighs something, but not much. We'll keep it in there for now. Pegs, right. 0.1 of a kg. That is 2 NAKD bars there. 2 NAKD bars. Do I need pegs at all? Doubtful. Plastic bags to put on your feet to walk around if you want to go to the toilet in the middle of the night. They weigh nothing. Well, they do weigh something. They weigh an NAKD bar, but they're staying in. They're staying in. This extra windproof. That I might replace some of my camp kit with. That's what we might do. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to have a play around, see what we can get it down to. Now, this is all the hill food, and I've already robbed 2 NAKD bars from each of those days, so I'm reluctant to rob any more, but that does weigh an absolute bomb. Okay, this is the overnight camp kit. I am going to make some ruthless decisions. This is a proper towel. It's only tiny, but being a proper towel, it weighs. This tiny little microfiber thing weighs next to nothing. I'm just going to have to keep using that to dry my feet and dry my body, and then rinse it out with all my might. So that one's gone. 2 pairs of waterproof socks. Only going to wear these around camp in those shoes. 1 pair. That is really heavy, but that is a really warm hooded coat. I think I'm going to be relying on that if I'm chilly. I just need to keep warm. I can put my Mac on over the top, admittedly, but no, they say you've got to have a coat anyway for camp. It's mandatory kit, so That's tomorrow's, the next day's shorts. Obviously just doing the run kit because I'm going to wear them around camp. This is one of the race tops, thermal long sleeves, but I wear that around camp until I need it. I've got 3 of those. One as a spare in my drop bag and one for race day, my long sleeve race day. So that's staying, that has to stay. And then in here, clean bit of underwear for every day. Do I add that to it? Probably not. Right, that's the reduction. That's what it will be now. Getting silly now. Reduce the pegs and put them in an even lighter bag. This sport tape, 100 grams, and we only have to bring one. So, hope for the best. Alright, these wipes weigh a lot, and I've got some in my drop bag, and I'm going to rely on them, and then I'll buy some more in the co-op if I run out. Right, everything ditched so far comes to half a kg, so let's weigh again. Incidentally, the bag weighs half a kilogram. 14.87. So I'm going to run with that, and I'm going to take stuff and I'm going to have the order. I'm going to put it back in the bag if I can add to the weight. Hallelujah! Well, hi folks, welcome to Friday, the last run before Dragon's course on day one. Going to take this one really easy, and it will only be 4 miles. Just a little shakeout, just to keep loose, keep ready. Well, fellow Dragons, it looks pretty certain we are not going to have a heat wave this year, which is great news from my perspective on hydration. I might not even carry 4 litres from the off. I might just risk 3 litres because, yeah, we're not going to particularly overheat, I don't think. Now, can't help it, I've been looking at the mountain weather forecast and I've had a little cursory glance at Crib Goch for Monday. Oh, it does look a bit blowy, 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and I'm not sure about visibility. I think I'd take visibility over lower winds, but anyway, it'll be what it'll be, and it's a case of just attacking day one no matter what the weather, keeping safe. I'll make my judgment call at the checkpoint before Crib Goch, and yeah, I'm sure the mountain leaders on the top will say if they think it's problematic. Got enough experience of ridges, and I did Helvellyn in quite inclement weather, so just got to crack on. But yeah, I'd have preferred dry and windless, but we can't always have everything, can we? So we're all going to face the same. Well, I say that, I mean, a lot can change in the weather in Wales. You could have somebody crossing it an hour ahead of you in perfect conditions, and then you come along and completely different. So we'll see. So yep, this is the last training week video for this series, which has lasted well over a year. Thank you everybody who watched, commented. Everything's been so positive, and I'm really grateful for all the tips and ideas from the Dragon's Back group. So many people in there have done it before, or just so good at ultras. It's been a wealth of knowledge and information. So glad to have been in that group very early on. And yeah, so thanks to everybody who's watched. There will be one more video coming out after the event, which will be like a pre-event video of Conwy, the registration process, what to expect if you do the race when you first get up to Conwy. That'll be insights for people doing 2026 and beyond. Don't forget the entries are out, and next year you've got the opportunity to do the Dragon Head or Dragon Fire or Dragon Tower. Dragon Fire being the first 2 days with a camp experience, and Dragon Tower being the last 2 days. If I was choosing those two, I would probably choose, well, no, if I was going to do Dragon's Back in 3 years time, I would do the Tower first, day 5 and 6. The next year I'd do the first bit, day 1 and 2, and then I'd do Dragons. If you can afford it, that's probably perfect preparation for a main event. So there we go folks, yep, a video, and then afterwards I'll bring together all the footage I took on my phone, because I'm not going to take my GoPro, it's too heavy to put in my bum bag, and all of my thoughts when I'm in Willicombe, laying on a beach, recovering. So, bye for now. Thanks so much again. I've enjoyed recording these. They've really helped me prepare and train. They've kept me accountable. They've broken up the runs by filming a little bit of footage during some of the long runs. And highlights has got to be the Pennine Barrier 50. That was one of my favourite runs because of the fact it was so long, quite techy, and I got round in a half decent time. And yeah, we've had a couple of DNFs leading up to this, but they have not disheartened me, because one was the Plantar, and the Plantar is largely more manageable now. Saw the podiatrist on Wednesday this week, and she said, not a lot I can do for you before the race, of course, but she said afterwards she could put me through a little bit of shockwave therapy and a little bit of rest, and we should see it good for getting back down into mile business after Dragons. And yeah, the other DNF was Helvellyn due to a navigation error, but I'm happy with how quick I was moving across the ground generally on quite a dodgy weather day. So yeah, all said and done, we're where we wanted to be right before Dragon's Back. So see you the other side. Thanks for watching.